Okay, folks, this is important, very important. Okay, this is a revisit of the Google Doodle, but I was driving and I was talking to Dave the Wave, and all of a sudden I realized just it hit me out of nowhere. We're talking about the Google Doodle and why is it not showing up on my computer like it's showing up on a lot of other people's computers? And so we were talking about it, and then it reminded me of the movie Lawrence of Arabia, and I went, "Oh my goodness!" And it hit me. It's like Damascus, Damascus. Let me show you what's going on. Watch this. So we have troubled waters, naval forces line Syrian shores. So look, that's the U.S. Mounting pressure for a Western strike on Syria has seen naval forces both friendly and hostile to where? To Damascus, build up off the embattled country's coastline. The potential of a U.S. strike against Syria in response to an August 21st chemical weapons attack. Oh, this is the old. I'm sorry, this is the old one. The new one is we are heading over right now. I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. There, we're heading over there to look at all these satellite images that look to be at least 40 ships and submarines flanking the carrier uh, Liaoning, supported by aircraft above. So we have China meeting up with the China meeting up. I'm sorry, China meeting up with the Russian naval group off of Damascus. Oh my gosh, we have the U.S. over there. We have China and Russia gathering off Damascus. Y'all know about Ezekiel and y'all know about Psalm 83 and Damascus will be a ruinous heap. Watch this. Watch this. Let's look at that Google Doodle again real quick. Okay, it's Omar Sharif. Look, it's the tip of a spear. They made that on purpose. It's a spear tip. Now, again, mine's not moving, but if you look at the Google Doodle for the day, here's what it does. The shadow goes the shadow goes from one side of the face across, stops and makes a serpent and then goes the other way. And they're saying that the completion of taking over the human host body is at hand. Now watch this. This is amazing. So here's the shadow moving. There's it turning to the serpent. See the serpent? And now it moves across the face. See? So the shadow has covered the human condition. Watch. One side, serpent, to the other. It's a completion. So they're showing a completion of the shadow of the serpent taking over the human nose body. Now watch this. Pay attention. Pay attention. This is huge. Now again, look. Satellite images reveal Chinese Navy's show of force in disputed South China Sea. I'm sorry, guys. I keep clicking on the wrong darn. First of all, apologize about clicking on the wrong links. Here we go. So we have the Chinese naval fleet joining Russian naval navy heading towards Damascus right here. Okay, these are the headlines today. These are today's breaking news. So you got the Chinese fleet and the Russian fleet going over to the off Damascus where there's an American warship, and Putin's pissed and saying if you do anything, it's on. Now watch this. Here we go. Why did they use Omar Sharif today? Well, they used him for one reason, to make an image of a serpent right there on his face. And here's a great image. Here's the side by side of the serpent, the same one I used. If we take this, watch. That's a serpent on his face. The shadow of the serpent has moved across his face. And here's a blended image where we did an opacity. Dave the Wave did this for you guys. It's an opacity of the serpent right on top of his face. There it is. Now, again, we have a spear tip here. Watch this. Okay, so let me go back. Now watch this. Who's seen the movie that Omar Sharif did called Lawrence of Arabia? How many people have seen Lawrence of Arabia? It hit me like a ton of bricks. The big deal was for this new Arab uprising was to take Damascus. And Lawrence sat up all night like, how are we going to do this? And he decided to go across the desert, to cross the desert to take Damascus. Watch this. Let's play a clip. Here's the real message in the doodle. Not just the serpent taking over the human condition, but watch this. This is the scene in Lawrence of Arabia when they're going to head to Damascus, but Lawrence has to finish a dirty job first.
Orans, not this. Go round. Damascus, Orans. Damascus.
No prisoners.
Orans.
This was Talal's village.
Whoa. Whoa. And this is about the Arab uprising and the joining together of the Arab nations. If you are the Arab tribes in that movie, that's what that movie's about. And about the English's interest in it. Watch. No prisoners.
No prisoners! No prisoners!
God. God.
Now, the Google Doodle makes a whole lot of sense. Damascus, no prisoners. That's what's going on, folks. The it looks like we're literally at the door. I mean, I would be very, very surprised if anything de-escalates at this point. I just wouldn't believe it. Y'all know that they went in and raided Donald Trump's lawyer's office. Again, I'm not saying I'm some fan of Donald Trump. However, you can tell that there's an organized rebellion from the FBI and the Department of Justice to take this country. Like, it's organized, and it's organized with Obama, Clinton, Loretta Lynch, James Comey, Christopher Wray, and Rosenstein, and all that group. I mean, they're all involved. They're all liars, every one of them. Sessions. And Donald Trump is being made the scapegoat. And now everybody's joining up in the water by Damascus. Damascus. More images of Chinese naval fleet joining Russian Navy heading towards, look, Damascus. Damascus. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. He even says it, Damascus.
Orans, not this. Go round. Damascus, Orans.
Ha 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 ha. Damascus. They end up in Damascus, but they kill everybody on the way. There's your Google Doodle. All right, guys. Unbelievable. Take no prisoners, no prisoners. Wow, that's just crazy. That is just mind-blowing. And the serpent race, no prisoners. Wow. Okay, there it is. I wanted to update it. Unbelievable. I think we've arrived, folks. Just look at the political climate right now. Look at the United States. Look at all the other countries. Just look at the world geopolitical climate. It's insanity. They call good bad and bad good. It's nuts. The liars are running the behind the scenes government. They are a bunch of liars and hypocrites. Hypocrisy at its finest. None of them are believable anymore. None of them. And they're using Trump as a scapegoat to take it all down. Tip of the spear. All right, there you go. God bless, guys. We're going to load up the video today on the container. Finally getting to where it needed to go. All right.